G'day everybody, SingleIssue Steve here again, and welcome to the next edition of 5 Minutes of Metal. Today we're going to travel all the way to the USA and talk about a band that many people know, but maybe you haven't heard of them, and they're called Iced Earth. So Iced Earth were originally formed in 1984 by guitarist John Schaefer. They started as a band called Rose, changed their name to Purgatory, and not long after that changed their name to Iced Earth. So far they've released 12 studio albums, 4 EPs, I think 3 compilations, 3 box sets, and they've also 3 live albums as well. So they have been quite prolific. However, things have changed a little bit in regards to what's happening with Iced Earth at the moment, and I'll talk to you guys about that very, very shortly. Over their journey, they've had sort of 3 main singers. They've had Matt Barlow, who was in the sort of earlier years, and also when I first discovered Iced Earth with an album called Horror Show. After Matt Barlow went and joined the police force, funnily enough, it was taken over by, or the role of lead singer was taken over by a guy that many people would know by the name of Tim Ripper Owens. So Tim Ripper Owens was the replacement for Rob Halford when he left Judas Priest. If you have never seen the movie Rockstar with Mark Wahlberg, that is loosely based on Tim Owens' journey. And for those of you who don't know about that journey, I'll touch on it briefly. So Tim Owens was actually spotted. Someone sent them, I believe, Judas Priest a video clip or a videotape back then of Tim doing some live performing after Halford was leaving the band or about to leave the band. And he got invited to come over and do a trial. Next thing you know, here he is, the new lead singer of Judas Priest. So after he left Judas Priest, and I think that's when Halford came back, he was picked up by John Schaefer and the guys at Iced Earth, and actually started singing on their albums. I'm going to talk to you about one of my favourite, or probably my favourite Iced Earth albums, which is a Tim Ripper Owens one. Then after Owens left the band, Barlow came back for a little while, and then after Barlow left to do something else, I can't remember what it was, a guy by the name of Stu Block came on board, I think with the album Dystopia. But my favourite Iced Earth album is this one here, which is Framing Armageddon. This is an absolutely brilliant album. If you like metal, this is really good. So one of the comments I had in my recent video was, I like my metal a little heavier, so I've gone for a little bit heavier just for you guys. This just really, really shows the great range that Tim Owens has. He can sing the slower stuff. Then you've got songs like 10,000 Strong. That just bangs straight away, gets straight into it. It's fast, it's hard, it's heavy, and that first note that Owens holds is just unbelievable. So that alone is worth checking out as well. Order of the Rose is another great track. And one track I really like is a bit of a slower track, and it's called The Clouding, and it really shows Owens' basically his vocal talent. He's just a super, super, super singer. Really good to check this out. So you need to see the cover again, Framing Armageddon with Iced Earth. So what is happening with Iced Earth at the moment? Glad you asked. Okay, so there's been some interesting things with Iced Earth in regards to the lead guitarist and founder, John Schaefer. So for those of you who may or may not know, John Schaefer was one of the main instigators for the Capitol riots in the US in, I think it was January 2021, when the Capitol building was actually stormed by people. If you actually look back at the news footage, you'll see a guy in a blue jacket with a baseball cap on, wearing a bandana underneath. That's Mr. Schaefer. So Mr. Schaefer was actually arrested by the FBI, and he is now on the FBI watch list. So he's behaving himself from all parties, or from stories and things that are going around at the moment. Now, because of his stance on that, the band actually split up. So the other 4 members of the band put out a press release saying, we want no part of this, we were not involved, we're moving on. So all 4 of the other guys have left. So I'm not sure if Schaefer's writing music still at the moment. Maybe he is. I hope he is, because he writes some great stuff. There's also some other stuff that he's done as well. So for those of you who also like Blind Guardian, he's done a couple of side projects with Hansi Kirsch, the lead singer of Blind Guardian. Demons and Wizards, if you haven't checked them out, check them out as well. Both singers are really, really good. They sing on both albums, and really, really good collaboration albums. But Iced Earth, if you haven't checked them out, make sure you do. If you like your metal hard and heavy and fast, with great vocals, and all 3 singers, Stu Block, Matt Barlow, and also Tim Owens, absolutely brilliant. Check them out, guys. Iced Earth, one of my favourite metal bands still, even though they might not technically exist anymore. So go and check them out. Rock on, everyone. We'll see you for the next episode of 5 Minutes of Metal. Thanks for tuning in.